South Asia Today, a show that provides you the glimpses of South Asia. I'm your host, Uzma Jafri. Let's begin with the headlines first. Pakistan mistreating Afghan refugees. Girls' school set ablaze in illegally occupied Gilgit-Baltistan. And people in Nepal celebrate Bala Chaturdashi festival with fervor. Let's begin the show. Afghan refugees in Pakistan have been facing increasing hostility. After the Taliban's takeover in Afghanistan in August of last year, hundreds of stories have arisen regarding the ill treatment of Afghan refugees in neighboring Pakistan. Let's take a closer look at the continued abuses suffered by Afghan refugees and their hostile reception in Pakistani territory.
A viral video shows several Afghan refugees detained and tied with a rope in Pakistan's Karachi city. The detainees in the video were seen complaining that the police took away their cell phones and money. The shocking video was condemned by the world and was also criticized by the former Afghan president, Hamid Karzai. Karzai urged the government in Islamabad to treat Afghan refugees as per international laws and respect their human rights. In the backdrop of increasing hostility against Afghans, Karen Decker, the charge d'affaires of the U.S. mission to Afghanistan, also visited Pakistan as part of her listening tour to discuss the situation.
They have 1.3 million Afghan people in Pakistan today, maybe 1,000 that are detained in terms of refugees, and this is based on President Karzai's statements, but there's a major population of Afghans there in Pakistan. I don't believe that they're treating every Afghan citizen bad, but I do think they are targeting specific populations of people who may have supported America in the West.
Of the more than 6 million Afghans who were forcibly displaced from their homes by the end of 2021, 3.5 million were displaced within Afghanistan, while 2.6 million were hosted as refugees, making this one of the largest protracted refugee situations in the world. The vast majority of refugees from Afghanistan are living in Pakistan and Iran, which continue to host more than 1.3 million and 780,000 registered Afghan refugees, respectively. However, in recent years, Pakistan has shifted its policy towards Afghan refugees. It has not only restricted refugees at borders, but has also forced Afghans in the country to leave. As per the Afghanistan Embassy in Pakistan, more than 1,250 Afghan refugees in Pakistan have been detained within the past 50 days. Most of the Pak-Afghan border, which one used to be able to cross with ease, is now fenced and is refusing Afghans attempting to cross over. Pakistan's recent actions have not only sparked anti-Pakistan sentiments among Afghans, but the relations between Islamabad and Kabul are quickly turning toxic.
So what they have now is a troublesome regime which they helped to install, and therefore they are no longer enamored of the Afghan refugees as they once were, and hence they are now becoming arbitrary and cruel, and they want Afghan refugees to be out of Pakistan.
As the situation in Afghanistan remains unpredictable and unstable, a large majority of Afghans who earlier fled are hesitant to return to their homeland. According to the World Bank, a sharp decline in public spending, lower household incomes, and a fall in demand for products has led to a vicious economic spiral in Afghanistan, which seems to get worse day by day. Global sanctions on the Taliban government have caused disruptions in the country's payment system, as crucial dollars previously earmarked for Afghanistan have been frozen. Constraints on supplies, which have further hampered private sector activities, force many businesses to close or scale down their operations. The plight of Afghan refugees seems everlasting, as they struggle for peace and stability, both at home and outside.
The beautiful heritage and culture of Jammu and Kashmir are well known throughout the world. In order to revive the centuries-old traditional clay-making art, an exhibition was recently organized at the Government Arts Emporium in Srinagar. A variety of various handicrafts were displayed at the exhibition, which was organized by the architect Zoya Khan. We have a story.
Jammu and Kashmir has an attractive heritage and culture that is famous all over the world. But with the passage of time, a number of art and craft forms are on the verge of extinction. Recently, an exhibition was organized at the Government Arts Emporium in Srinagar city with the motive of reviving the age-old traditional clay manufacturing art. Organized by an architect named Zoya Khan, a number of different kinds of handicrafts were put on display at the exhibition. Many people, including art lovers and students, visited to see this rare exhibition showcasing the rich heritage and art of Kashmir.
मैंने यहाँ पे डॉक्यूमेंट किया है जो पूरा एक क्राफ्ट है जो खानियारी टाइल्स हैं, तो दिस इज़ दी ओनली सर्वाइविंग मास्टर क्राफ्ट्समैन जो ये टाइल्स बनाते हैं। एक टाइम पे कश्मीरी घरों में इनके मोहल्ले पे एक टाइम पे एक दिन में 3000 टाइलें बनती थी, बट ऐसा जी बिल्कुल ट्रेडिशनल ग्लेज टाइल्स, ये मटेरियल क्ले होता है और उसके ऊपर जो फिनिशिंग होती है वो ग्लेज्ड होती है। सो एट अ टाइम ये चीज़ें बनती थी, इतनी कॉमन एलिमेंट था कश्मीरी घरों का, बट विद टाइम देयर वर न्यूअर मटेरियल्स एंड आप देखेंगे अब मकानों में राजस्थानी मार्बल भी लगा होता है। सो दिस इज़ जस्ट एन अटेम्प्ट टू बाय मीन्स ऑफ टेकिंग वन एग्जाम्पल कि हमारे जो क्राफ्ट थे उसमें क्यों इतना डिस्कनेक्ट आया। ये लोगों के लिए एक सोचने के लिए ये सारी चीज़ें यहाँ सामने रखें कि हमारा एक अगर डिस्कनेक्ट हो जाएगा विद ऑल आवर क्राफ्ट्स, हाउ आर वी मेकिंग अ न्यू आइडेंटिटी।
Clay tiles have always been considered to be the best material for making houses in weather like Kashmir. However, due to modernization, people have started using other materials like marble and concrete, which has resulted in traditional clay tiles that were an important part of Kashmiri culture losing their glory. With the efforts of the handicrafts department, people like Zoya are trying their best to revive the long-gone culture of clay tiles in Kashmir and educate the youth about its culture and heritage.
I think as a Kashmiri, each one of us, we are very proud of our inheritance and our culture. Kashmir में आप देखिए जो पुराने घर हैं, आप छोड़ दीजिए फ्रॉम ब्यूटी और एस्थेटिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, दे आर सो कंफर्टेबल। वुड वर्क है, वग्गू है, मिट्टी का बोर है, ये जो टाइल्स हैं ये तो कश्मीर के वेदर के लिए आइडियल हैं। हम लोग आजकल जो मार्बल वगैरह जो हम लोग बाहर की वो कंस्ट्रक्शन देख रहे हैं बहुत इम्प्रेसिव हमें लगती है, बट आई डोंट थिंक सो एनीथिंग इज कंपेरेबल टू कश्मीरी आर्किटेक्चर। आप पुराने घर देखिए कितने खूबसूरत थे।
इस एग्जीबिशन से हमें ये एक जो डाइंग आर्ट है कश्मीर का, क्योंकि जो बहुत सारे क्राफ्ट्समैन हैं द आर्ट इज़ डाइंग, तो वो उस पर फोकस हो रहा है। तो द मेन फोकस वाज टू हाईलाइट के द आर्ट इज़ डाइंग, क्योंकि जो नई जनरेशन्स के लोग हैं दे आर नॉट फॉलोइंग द क्राफ्ट्समैनशिप। जैसे बहुत सारे क्राफ्ट्समैन हैं, ख़त्मबंद है या कोई भी पर्टिकुलर आर्ट है, पेपर माशी है, कारपेट मेकिंग है, तो उनके जो पर्टिकुलर फ्यूचर जनरेशन्स हैं दे आर नॉट फॉलोइंग द ट्रेडिशनल ओल्ड सिस्टम्स जो उनके पहले के जनरेशन्स कर रहे थे। बेसिकली जो एक क्ले टाइल्स हैं जो हमारी डाउनटाउन में या पहले पुराने ज़माने में कश्मीर में यूज़ होते थे, तो स्लोली ये मॉडर्न इनसे रिप्लेस हो रहा है। मॉडर्न कंस्ट्रक्शन, मॉडर्न टाइल्स अब कोई यूज़ नहीं करता।
If If the authorities and artists keep on making such sincere efforts to keep the clay tiling culture continue in the valley, it will also encourage other youngsters to understand and work towards the revival of the culture. Over the years, many efforts have been made by the authorities to revive different cultures by organizing exhibitions and programs in Kashmir.
Now let's take a look at a few happenings in Asia in our segment called Asia Watch.
Meet Iraqi female paraglider who was afraid of heights and flying before she joined Al Sokour Aero Club. Today she is learning how to paraglide with the ambition of one day being able to compete for her country, Iraq, in international paragliding events. Carrying their heavy equipment up a hill on the outskirts of Mosul, the members of an all-women paragliding section at Al Sokour Aero Club launched one after the other, performing short glides with the help of instructors and applause. The team includes talented and adventurous members. The women in aerial sports is not something new to Iraq. Although she was scared the first time she tried the sport, her fear has dissipated now. A residential colony in India's southern Thiruvananthapuram city was filled with graffiti and wall art of famous current and former soccer players as football fervor took over the city. Almost all the walls of Chengal Chula colony, where mostly daily wage laborers resided, were painted with graffiti of Argentine soccer player and 7 times Ballon d'Or winner Lionel Messi, Portuguese forward Cristiano Ronaldo and a number of Brazilian players. To give competition to Argentine fans, supporters of Brazil put up paintings, cutouts and posters of current soccer players including Neymar Jr. and Gabriel Jesus, as well as former players Kaká, Ronaldinho and Ronaldo. India remains a country with ardent football fans who not only follow the matches but also have a huge fandom for famous soccer players. Singapore's countdown event Star Island had been cancelled due to COVID-19 but will be back in 2022 after a break caused by the pandemic. Japanese international brand JCB supports this event and global people are looking forward to the new year.
We have two purposes by holding this event. At first, we aim to boost travel recovery from foreign countries such as Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, and the Philippines, like ASEAN countries, of course Japan as well. As you know, right, so due to the COVID-19 spread, the number of tourists from foreign countries has been dropped. We can appeal with using this event and promotion for our customers in these countries where JCB card issued. We can contribute inbound tourism in Singapore and one of important mission for the company who do the business in Singapore. And second thing is we would like to enhance our presence in the market. Of course, our mission is to prepare for our customer to be able to use JCB card whenever they want. It is quite important for us to make our partnership and merchant to understand JCB, and it's quite important for making the environment close to our vision.
Star Island event is produced by entertainment company AVEX Asia. JCB will contribute to the development of the global tourism industry amid decline of inbound and outbound tourists around the world. Motorbike giant Yamaha Motor announced raising safety declaration. In the design stage, it pursued safe running, turning and stopping using the latest technology. This spirit is handed at Yamaha Motor's development sites to this day. Aiming zero traffic accident of motorbike, Yamaha Motor continuously investigate technology support for safe riding, connected car and communication system between motorbike and other cars, and motorbikes using radio wave is progressive technology. Running cars and motorbikes communicate each other to notify dangerous situation, too close, hidden cars access. Safe and comfortable driving with zero accident is the most important theme for Yamaha Motor. Involving DX technology, smartphone and metaverse, safety education is planned. Motorbike giant is growing to safety giant.
In a shocking incident, a girls' school was set ablaze by some unknown people in the illegally occupied territory of Gilgit-Baltistan. Some believe that this is the work of same radical perpetrators who create trouble for locals on a regular basis. Residents and rights group activists are out on streets against the government that has remained negligent against heinous crimes like these. We bring you the report.
In what could shake one's conscience, a girls' school was set on fire by some unknown persons in the illegally occupied Gilgit-Baltistan recently. While some believe that these are the same radical perpetrators who create troubles for the locals on a regular basis, others call it a part of a larger sinister design. This wasn't the first occasion when a girls' exclusive institution was targeted. Radicals who oppose any form of empowerment of women have openly advocated their resentment to girls' education. Locals, however, say they are not going to endure it anymore. They will raise their voice against any form of oppression, whether it comes from covert state support or the radicals who have been emboldened by the state's negligence to violence on locals. They say they want justice.
ये कारण की बात नहीं है। कारण के सारे लोगों ने, वहाँ के नुमाइंदों ने, वहाँ के वाहिनी ने एक करारदाद की शक्ल में इसकी मजम्मत की है। उन्होंने कहा है कि स्कूल चलाने वालों को पकड़ा जाए। तारीख के लोग भी तालीम चाहते हैं, वो दहशतगर्द नहीं है। दियामत के लोग भी तालीम चाहते हैं, ये दहशतगर्द नहीं है। लेकिन जो बीच में हो रहा है, जो दरमियान में हो रहा है, इसका कौन तदारुक करेगा, इसका कौन इन्वेस्टिगेशन करेगा, इसका रास्ता कौन रोकेगा। तो मेरी गुजारिश होगी इस माहौल को, इस समाज को बेहतर बनाने के लिए आप तालीम दें।
Several protests have been staged since the past week when the incident happened, and rights groups have raised concern over repeated attempts by extremist elements to derail development in the illegally occupied region. Locals have urged the government to ensure right to education and to end to patronization of extremists.
यहाँ पर स्कूल माजी में भी जलाए गए 2-3 दफ़ा इस तरह के वाक़यात हुए, ये कोई नया वाक़या नहीं है। लेकिन अब के बाद जो तब्दीली यहाँ पे देखने को मिली, लोगों ने एहतजाज किया, मज़ामत की, मुज़ाहरा किया और दियामर के लोग अब तालीम चाहते हैं, अमन चाहते हैं और यहाँ अपने बच्चों के हाथों में कलम और कापी और बस्ता देना चाहते हैं। अब यहाँ के लोग बदल चुके हैं। हुकूमतों से यही गुजारिश है कि जो स्कूल जलाए गए हैं उसके मुहर्रिकात को सामने लाएं। कुछ मुश्तबा अफराद गिरफ्तार हो चुके हैं, लेकिन असल मुजरिमों तक पहुँचा जाए, जो तालीम दुश्मन है उनको अरेस्ट किया जाए, सजा दी जाए, यहाँ के लोगों का मुतालबा है।
In a similar incident in 2018, 12 girls' schools were bombed and burned down in Diamar, where Taliban-linked terrorists opposed to girls' education are active. Although it has not been confirmed if any terrorist organization was involved in the incident, Pakistani Taliban and allied Islamist terrorist groups regard girls' education as anti-Islam.
Moving on. The people of Nepal keep their culture, traditions and festivals close to their heart. The age-old religious practices are still followed along with the modern trends that are developing here. Recently, devotees in Nepal marked Bala Chaturdashi festival with traditional fervour. On this auspicious day, devotees float oil lamps into Bagmati river to lighten the world of departed souls. Have a look.
People in Nepal offered lamps into the Bagmati river in capital Kathmandu to celebrate Bala Chaturdashi festival with religious fervour. Bala Chaturdashi is celebrated in memory of departed family members. Devotees float oil lamps on the river, which is believed to lighten the world of departed souls. They remain awake through the night, camping on the edge of the Bagmati river while facing the Pashupatinath temple.
मेरो आमा बित्नु भएको अहिले 3 वर्ष भयो अनि आमाको लागि पहिलो दोस्रो र तेस्रो वर्ष अहिले 3 वर्ष भयो बत्ती बालेको अनि त्यो बत्ती बालेपछि आमाको चाहिँ मोक्ष गति होस् भन्नका लागि राति बत्ती बालियो अनि अहिले चतुर्थी हुँदैछ त्यहाँ चतुर्थी गर्ने व्यवस्था भइरहेछ र यो बत्ती के अरे फुलहरू तारिन्छ यो चाहिँ फुल तार्या भन्छन् यसलाई यो टाङ्नाको कारण चाहिँ त्यही पितृहरू मोक्ष हुन् वारीबाट पारी पुगुन् भन्नका लागि फुल तारिन्छ.
Rituals for Bala Chaturdashi festival start from Marg Krishna Trayodshi, the 13th day of the waning moon in the month of Mangsir, the 8th month according to the Nepali calendar. People who observe this ritual keep a fast and eat only one meal in a day. They avoid eating garlic, onions, fish, eggs and other food items on that day. In the evening, people visit the Pashupatinath temple or shrines dedicated to Lord Shiva and chant hymns and prayers through the night. As per the belief, taking dip 3 times into Bagmati river is considered a path to purification.
आज छरेपछि हाम्रा दिवंगत पितृहरूले पाउनुहुन्छ भनेर उहाँहरुकै नाममा छरिन्छ रातभरि बत्ती बालिन्छ यो अहिले यहाँ उहाँहरुले पाउनुहुन्छ भनेर चौतारामा पनि राखे मैले अलिअलि हैन यही धार्मिक विश्वासमा.
During this auspicious day, devotees also lit Akhand Jyoti in the name of the departed family members. The next day, they take a bath and begin their journey around the Pashupatinath temple premises and spread 7 kinds of grains along the way. The grains include rice, barley, sesame, wheat, chickpeas, maize and foxtail millet. The people walk along Kailash, Suryaghat, Gaurighat, Aryaghat, Guheshwari, Mrigasthali, Bishwaroop, Kireteshwar, 108 Shivalinga. Nepal possesses many such festivals which provide an opportunity for different sections of the society to unite and celebrate together.
It's time for me to wrap up today's episode. We will be back next week at the same time. This is Uzma Jafri signing off on behalf of the entire production team of South Asia Today. Goodbye and take care.